Oh shit, I'm playing that one game people seem to like. Ah, what? At least it's a game I like. I don't know. What else would I do? And, close Discord because it completely crashes my stream quality. I'm just gonna sit and wait for a sec because it takes a minute for people to roll in. God, I almost fucking, like, destroyed my phone. Just, like, slammed it off my desk like an idiot. Hi, everyone. Hope people are having a good night. We're playing this game that I like a lot. I haven't played the Wii version of Unleashed in so long. I think I played it for, like, a couple minutes to get stock footage one time. I think I featured it briefly in a video for like 10 seconds, but I almost never go back to this one, and I'm like, oh, this is what the Sonic movie should have been. Now give you likes. Ha ha ha. The Wii version of the opening is longer. Is it really? I didn't know that. I always thought it was an identical cutscene. If we're playing this on a Wii U with a Pro controller, drop the Wii remote, which means the controls are going to be ever so slightly different than I'm used to. So if I do utterly terribly, you know, forgive me, but I'm just not used to playing this on a Wii. Also, let me know how audio levels are. I'm going to start in like a minute playing. I only played the Wii version so far. I like the Wii version. I think it's underrated, actually. It gets a lot of hate for no real reason. It's perfectly decent. Hey, how's it going? It's a perfectly decent thing. Just tweeting because that's a thing I do. Barely watch the HD content. I have no idea how the intro is different. I never knew it was. I don't know for a fact that it is even. But it'd be really cool if it is. And again, let me know how things look and sound. I mean, they'll look fine, but let me know how things sound because I don't know. My mic's a little far away from me, but I don't like my mic being in my goddamn face. So, you know. But yeah, the Wii version of this game is actually pretty good, and no one talks about it anymore because everyone's like, oh, the HD version's the real version, to which I say, kind of, I guess, but that doesn't negate the fact, yeah, that's so gross. It doesn't negate the fact that this is still a perfectly passable game, right? Also, I flipped my webcam, so I'm looking towards the screen. Like, I'm still looking up because of where my thing is at, but hopefully it looks a little less jarring. I kind of hated the way it was before. But yeah. Man, I love Mike Pollock's performance in this cutscene. This looks better in HD, I'll tell you that, because this is running obviously 480p upscaled to 1080p. You think the SD version is better? See, Mason, that's definitely not a common opinion these days. It was the common opinion when the game came out. It definitely was. But that shifted, and I understand why it shifted. I get why people prefer the HD version. I'm not sure where I fall on this, honestly. Hey, how's it going? I don't know where I fall on the which version of the game is actually better thing, because like they're both good. But they're also both so flawed, and oh, it's fascinating. Dark Guy is cool as shit, but like this game's story is just Sonic Adventure, but with the Sonic Advance 3 the planet's broken thing. I think that was Advance 3. I'm pretty sure it was. I know one of the Advance games had that. Look, it's Sonic Blast. Because see, it's backwards because my webcam's flipped. But yeah, Sonic Blast for the Game Gear, because that's what I was just playing recently, and let me tell you, I didn't have fun. God, I did not like the Werehog, like, as a design whenever he first showed up. I was like, man, that's so dumb. You don't have to go slow in the day stages to get medals based on your ranks. I don't think anyone ever said that the day stages were too slow. Like, everyone, it's debatable, like, yeah, it's faster on the HD version. There's no arguing that, but I never got the vibe people thought these stages were too slow. I do think it's fair to say that I do prefer the HD day levels, but not like by a ton, and I think these levels were really cool as I remember them. It's been a while. They were a little more hallway-ish, and the control was stiffer, but all I know is we're going to have to go through like 28 eons of tutorial text and stuff, because this game just goes nuts with the tutorials. It's insane how bad the Wii version is with its tutorializing. But, yeah. I think it's going to try and play the opening cutscene again whenever we start a new file, but I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I'll touch on the content that was cut from this version when we get to it. I don't know. We're probably not going to beat the game tonight. I'm probably gonna do this like 2 streams of this. But yeah, Missouri only has 1 level, and Empire City's just completely gone, which is lame because Empire City is a good level. Skyscraper Scamper is one of my favorite 3D Sonic levels. Actually, I think all of Unleashed's HD levels except for I did acknowledge him. I said hi. Sin, you don't get grounded again? But oh no, the earth blew up. Ah, Sonic Unleashed. Ah, yeah. But yeah, this game is super good. I like it a lot. And it's been quite a while since I've played it. So, at least this version of it, again. So, we're gonna make a new file. Wow, I barely got anywhere in this game. Like, I beat it, but like I didn't exactly go all out. So, new file. Please choose a mirror icon. Well, these are like the memes from whenever I was a kid. I don't even know who these people are. Well, I know who that is, 'cause that's what I looked like in 4th grade when I was making my Wii, I guess. Let's be Snock. Because I'm generic and basic like that. We're gonna be Sonic. I like Sonic. He runs quick. Blue streak. Meanders past. Also, the cutscenes are run. They're obviously the 360 graphics, 360 PS3 graphics, whatever. But they actually run better. They're all compressed because they're, you know, pre-rendered. But these cutscenes all run in real time on 360 and PS3, which is better in the sense that there's no compression. But it's worse in the sense that the frame rate sucks because it's like the hardware isn't capable of running it right. So if you're playing it on Wii or a PS2, I guess, but the PS2 version is just garbage. But if you're playing this version of it on either of its consoles, the cutscenes are pre-rendered, which yes means artifacting if you're looking at it in high res, but also, and more importantly, it means that the frame rate's good because these cutscenes have horrible frame drops in the HD version, so it's very interesting. If I could see a remake of these games, which would I choose? HD Sonic Unleashed remake, Sonic 06 remake with fixed glitches and overall an HD version. Kind of neither, but I'd rather see Sonic Unleashed get a glow up. Because it could, if you trim the fat a little bit, get rid of the metal system on the HD version, or at least alter it, and fix the graphics up a little bit. It's real pretty. It's 2/3 of the way to being the best looking Sonic game. You make that thing properly HD, you give that thing a 60 FPS frame rate, it'd be real good. So I'd probably go with that. I do like Sonic 06 more than most people, and I think it's a fascinating game under the surface, but I also think that it would still suck if they did a remake of it, because the good elements aren't... They don't really outweigh the bad design elements. Like, Silver's gameplay is bad in concept and in execution, and Shadow's gameplay is bad in concept and execution. Just Sonic's story, I think, is good in concept, but, you know, the PS2 version is not great, though, of this. It isn't. It's the same as the Wii version, but the graphics are really bad, and the dithering is horrific, and it runs real poorly, and the menu sounds are weird, and it's not terrible, but it's the worst version of Sonic Unleashed on console. God, Chip is so annoying early game. He gets pretty cool. I like Chip a great deal. I don't like Chip for the first hour of the story or so. Like, he chills out, though. I don't know. What do you guys think of Chip? Because I'm kind of curious, because he's a character people used to not like at all. And now I don't hear anyone complain about him at all. But, you know, I like Chip. But not for the first hour or two of the story. Once he starts calming the hell down, he's pretty cool. Chip, bad. Why? What's wrong with Chip? Oh, I like this part, because, you know, he's less cringy now. Because I love this model of Sonic. It's so good! This is also the best animated modern Sonic game in terms of, like, cutscene animations. He looks pretty solid. Oh, we didn't name him yet. Oh, we're Blue and Spiky. We're all different, Sonic. Sometimes you're scary and sometimes you're spiky. Well, he's always spiky. He's always spiky. Like, throughout the entire thing. Adventure, here we come. Only in Japan. Get it? Because in Japan, it's called the Sonic World Adventure, and it's almost acknowledged unofficially as Sonic Adventure 3. Or at least it was at the time. Haha, it's pretty funny. Okay, so I don't remember how this game controls at all. I mean, I know the basics, because it's a drift game. Okay, that's the button to do that. It's supposed to jump. Whoa! Why does B jump? That sucks. Alright. I mean, it's good. It just sucks that... So we got the B button to jump. And then the Y button or X button, yeah, the X button on top to boost. Like the controls are real weird. They're just a little weird. When I get the hang of them, this game's fun. Sonic's a little stiffer than in the HD version, and if you're not used to it, it feels really weird. But I actually think it works. And this game looks really good, right? I think this is the first of the Sonic games to look pretty decent on the Wii. Is this the drift? Yeah, this is the drift tutorial. Wee, this game's drift is really good. I do not like the drift in the HD version. It barely works, but it's really good in this one. It's not quite as responsive as the drift in, say, Generations, but generally, like, when I first played Unleashed HD, I couldn't stand the drift. I hated drifting sections, and I mean, I can do them now. I understand the mechanics of it. It's just intentionally slippery. But in this game, it just works so well. There's so much tutorial in this game. It's actually the worst, but yeah. Oh, best thing they did, the jump button is the homing attack in this version. Sonic Unleashed HD, it's not. You have to use the boost button. It barely works. Man, the Wii remote fucking screams at me whenever I do anything. Back in the day, when this game was new, I played it on the Wii with a GameCube controller. I had the HD version first, for the record. I got this shortly after. It was like a couple weeks later. Like, I got the HD version for Christmas, and I probably bought this in, like, February. With, like, the last of my Christmas money, because I didn't know they were different. Then I found out they were, and I was like, oh, cool. You can also spin dash at the start of levels. It's not super helpful. And die. Oh, okay, I didn't get to, because Chip had to explain it. So the boost in this game is a little different than in any other game, but it, I can turn off the rumble. I can turn off the speaker on the remote. I just don't want to. I don't care about the controller vibrating. I care about the controller making noises at me. And I don't even mind it. It just takes me aback every single time. I'm like, it's beeping at me and stuff. It speaks to me. I always forget the Wii remote even had a speaker because, like, almost no games used it. I used to turn it off back whenever the Wii was relevant, but I leave it on now because it's cool. God, why is there so much tutorial? This is so bad. Oh, yay, we fell down. No, just Chip, stop. I know how the Y button works. I did it. The air dash in this version is real short, and for some reason, this is like the only of the boost games to not have any kind of aura about you while you jump or do anything. The only thing that gives you like an aura is the boost. I thought the tutorial was pretty much done. Nope, okay. Quick step, alright. I actually don't know which buttons are quick step. I don't know if it's the Z buttons or the L and R buttons. So this one will be helpful. Oh, now I know. Okay, thanks, Chip. Okay, go away. I like the quick step so much. It's such a good move. Oh, yeah, and it doesn't tutorialize, like, the lightspeed dash and stuff, which is kind of weird. But you don't have to unlock the, like, half of your moves are locked in the HD version. In this one, you don't have to unlock the lightspeed dash or the air boost or the fucking stump. Continue playing. Why wouldn't I? Imagine it in Sonic 2, you spin dashed, you fell down. That's basically what happens in some of the prototypes. If you run into a wall, you just splat like an idiot. Ah, actual level now. Excellent. Am I wrong? No, I'm not wrong. It's actual level. So yeah, now we're in a stage, and look, it's stiffer than you're used to if you've played Sonic Unleashed on HD consoles. I haven't played this in forever, but I really liked this version back in the day. I used to prefer it over the HD version. Then I got the hang of the HD day stages a lot better, and then I unquestionably preferred it. And now, I very questionably don't know which one I prefer, because they're both really good. But you don't want to be constantly boosting in this version because the boost is a little less controllable, which is, of course, by design, and it works. It's very interesting. There's action change, which I don't know what the point of that is, because it's not like your score matters for your rank. It's all about time. Sort of Generations-esque in that regard. I'm sort of on a Wii and GameCube kick right now, and I feel like that'll last a while. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to be reviewing all of the Sonic Wii games except for Colors this year, including this one. But this won't be until way later, which is why I feel okay streaming it. Some of the level design is starting to come back to me already. No, I gotta get the S rank. Oh, fuck, that's annoying. I prefer the 360 versions. Whoa! Every time you boost. Woo! It's just fucking hilarious. I love that goddamn screaming noise. He's hilarious in that game. Ah, good stuff. I like Sonic's model in Unleashed. Just in general, all versions of Unleashed have a really good character model for Sonic, except for... No, you know what? No, including the PS2 version. He looks really good in it. He's the only good-looking thing in it. You were playing Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2 on Xbox One. Hey, that's a game I actually have not... I've not played yet. I've played the first Lords of Shadow a bit. I played like half of it, and I really liked it. I loves me some Castlevania. I love this cutscene. It's adorable. Good for Chip. I feel like Chip should have like a less adult man voice. You know? It's very odd.
Looks good, don't it? That there chocolate
He looks familiar. He's in my chats all the time, Mason. You interact with him like every couple of weeks when I stream. What are you talking about? But yeah, I like this guy. I don't know if they show his like existential crisis in this version, because he like has a total meltdown later, and it's really funny. I would play through the HD version on stream if it wasn't for the metal system. I don't think I'll stream it and casually mess with it. I don't know if I'll ever do like a stream playthrough like this, because like the metal system's so annoying, and I'd have to farm, and it takes forever, and the game isn't fun at times. Like, I think replaying, if you want like the best way to break down my thoughts on Unleashed Wii versus HD, the SD version is better in single playthroughs for sure. If you're replaying, the HD version's got a little more longevity to its level design and mechanics. Bam. That pretty much summarizes my thoughts. Go me. Look, water. This is so I don't fucking die, because I have to turn my fan off and my room gets really hot, especially in winter, whenever the heat's running. This room just gets obscenely hot. It's absolutely terrible. Oh, I forgot about this. So instead of a hub world, we got some menus. I don't know who I have to talk to, so I'm just gonna skip through these guys. I don't care about these Pixar boys. Look at him, he's weird looking. He's a cardboard cutout. One of his fingers is improperly cropped so it's square. Ah, whatever. Eventually, one of them will tell us where we have to go to meet the Gaia Gate. I like these characters though. Like I don't remember any of their names. I can see his name is Lambros, and his name's Eric. That's easier to remember. But you just got to keep talking to the townspeople until eventually you'll unlock the Gaia Gate for this area, and those are really, really cool. And I will explain those because I love that. Hello, good pilgrims. I'm not a pilgrim. If anything, like if he thinks I'm a Puritan, he's insane. Also, I don't think Sonic's here for religious reasons. So no matter what definition of pilgrim you use, this old guy's a fucking idiot. But he's got a book, so you know, it's good. Yes, tell me where the holy... Why would I not go to the shrine? Why does it even give me the option to skip on progress? It's very weird. But yeah, good for him. Good, you know, sacred shrine it is. Who dis? I don't know if you're asking who the characters are, who I am, who you are. This is the Gaia Temple. I know that much. You came across this when you were walking. Good for you, Chip. I'm real proud of you. Oh, great. It sure is convenient that you found the Gaia key wandering around. Or, sorry, Sun Tablet. I always forget what these things are called. You also love Versus Castlevania. Versus Castlevania is hard, but I actually beat, like, most of it in the arcade once. And then I got bored and wandered off and played something else. But, yeah, these Gaia temples are awesome. So these are, like, the only area where we get, like, proper free roaming with Sonic in this game. But it works shockingly well. We don't have enough anything to, like, actually progress in any capacity. Or, yeah, to progress, not to progress. Why am I talking like a buffoon? But, we can progress, but we can't goof around. There's a bunch of, like, hidden side areas where you can do all sorts of cool stuff. And I really like the Gaia Gates in Sonic Unleashed on Wii. I think they're one of the coolest things that this version definitely has over the HD version. What the HD version does better with Day Sonic is more just spectacle, and I'd say like the 3D gameplay is just a little stronger. But again, these levels are pretty hallway-ish, especially early on. They open up a little bit later, but yeah, and it's not a complaint. I don't have an issue with Sonic having hallway-like level design if it's fun, and in this case, it totally is, so who cares? And again, excuse the fact that I'm gonna be like not boosting constantly. And ooh, I want a thing. What is it? Give me a thing. Oh, the item box sound was on my Wii remote. That's really weird. Oh, okay. Hey, if I had both my headphones on, I wouldn't even have heard it. No. Shit. The air dash is so dumb. But yeah, anyway, if you can't tell, this is a Sonic game I haven't gone back to in a long time. So I'm going to be doing pretty badly. I remember liking this one more than the HD version purely by principle of it gave you the Lightspeed dash right off the bat, and that's like one of my favorite moves in any platformer. I love the Lightspeed dash. And it's really, really good in this game. This is one of the best versions of it. It's not fast. It's pretty slow, actually. But, see, the level design is starting to come back to me. This game is fun. I like it. I'm sure it'll all fall apart on me, and I'll be terrible in a little bit. But I'm having a jolly old time. This game also introduced the thing where when you boost over a speed booster, you will go into spin ball. Like this. And that would actually be carried over into Generations, which, you know, doesn't really matter. It's just cool. I like it. I like seeing Sonic into Spinball. It's neat. It's pretty nifty. If I remember, this version also has this thing where I'm not going to try and do it, but if you, like, run into a wall, you also fucking splatter. No, I want to go on the fast path. Oh, yeah, like that. Okay, I got to show it off after all. Okay, I thought I was turned around. Why is the boost based on the camera position? That's stupid. Anyway. This game also introduced good gameplay. Yeah, I do agree. It's just very stiff to get the hang of. Again, it actually controls better than the HD version for the most part. I'm just not used to it. Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest is okay but hard. It's okay. It's not my favorite Castlevania by any stretch of the imagination. I'll take any of them over 2. At least any of the original old Castlevanias, but it's not terrible. Unless you don't have a guide, in which case it's basically unplayable. Besides the Werehog. Yeah, the Werehog's better on... I'll get to him. But he is overall just way better in HD. What do you guys think? Should I review Sonic Unleashed for the Wii? Or should I make... like, Sonic Unleashed HD versus SD? I don't know how I want to handle that. I mean, in theory, I could do it as, like, 3 videos. Review Wii Unleashed, review 360 Unleashed, and then compare them. But I feel like that would take like 1,000 years to make, because that would be a long time. Did I hear the supposed audio for the SA1 remake? Yeah, that was already confirmed to be a hoax, though. So, you know. In the Symphony of the Night, it's only that Alucard is powerful. I like what Alucard starts off as, and then Death messes with him and takes all of his shit. I always thought Symphony of the Night is one of my favorite games on the PS1. I'm a big fan of it. And I always thought that intro was awesome, and it really makes you want to get all your stuff back. So I don't know, I'm a fan. This part's annoying because, like, now we're just running for a while. I'm not going to make it in time to get the S rank, though. But, you know, we can just run for a long time. If I made the, if I made Unleashed, like, as a review series, it would be, like, 3 videos. It would be, like, 2 individual reviews, 1 for each version, and then comparison. And I probably wouldn't do them back to back to back. If I did, I plan on reviewing this version this year, at least. Because I want to do the other Wii Sonic games. At the very least, I am definitely reviewing the storybook games this year. Because I'm just on this weird, obscure Sonic kick. It's why the next Sonic video is all Game Gear games. Continue playing. Do I want to continue playing, or do I... I don't remember if it just keeps giving you random missions or what. Because if it's just going to give us missions, I'm not going to care as much. We'll figure it out. We'll do them. Yeah, it's mission time. I don't remember how much you have to do to progress. That's the one thing. Collect 100 rings. That sounds impossible. Let's do it. By impossible, I mean, like, really easy. Because it's not that many. Not as easy as it would be in the HD version, though. That version just showers you with rings constantly. I always like the fact that the missions aren't ranked, so you're not, like, pressured. And some of the missions, as I recall, I could be wrong, but I feel like the missions actually have, like, alternate stage design sometimes. It's, like, totally different. No, sir. You are not hitting me and taking my rings. That would be bad. Stupid egg con. Or egg fighter, I guess, for this Unleashed. Oh, that wasn't the button combination I thought it would be. One about HD, and one about the other. Yeah, no, I think what I'll do is, probably split it into 3 videos if I did Unleashed. It would be the HD version, the SD version, and the comparison video. Rondo of Blood is fun, aka Dracula X. Yes, I love... You could multitask, Mason. You can have Breath of the Wild running and just... I watch streams and play video games all the time. If you ever see me like in a stream, I'm never just watching the stream. But, you know, do what you gotta do, Mason. Thanks for tuning in. Rondo of Blood and Dracula X are distinctly different in my heart, though. They're not the same game. They play way too differently. I mean, the controls similar, and the level aesthetics and story and characters and sprites are all the same. But they're not the same game. You also saw the first 2 seasons of Castlevania on Netflix. Castlevania on Netflix is excellent and super worth watching. Oh, look, it's the part where Sonic turns into a wolfy boy. Yay! Now the game's gonna be worse. It's bad now. So the Werehog's not the worst. And for the record, despite having the HD version first, I beat this version before I did that. I replayed a lot of day levels in Sonic Unleashed. It took me months to beat it. Also, what would be my favorite Sonic game? Sonic Adventure. By like a mile. Not the best Sonic game, but my favorite is, yeah, unquestionably Sonic Adventure 1. I could... Yeah! Hell yeah, this shit! Mason's right. Here's the meltdown. I love it. How mature is Castlevania? It's violent. But, like, depends on the game, because some of them are really cartoony-ish, because they're 8-bit, and some of them aren't. You find Sonic Forces and Super Paper Mario very similar because of the 2D, 3D. I guess I can see the resemblance. Kind of. They're both... I think Super Paper Mario is a much better game than Sonic Forces. It's definitely an interesting comparison. I never thought about it like that, but I can kind of see it, yeah. Oh, the anime? The anime is incredibly violent. It kind of insinuates the evil of church. So, you know, if you're particularly religious, you might not like it. And, yeah, I'm a big fan of the Castlevania anime. I thought it was awesome. It's real violent, though. It's really, really violent. So that's what makes it mature. Sypha is amazing. Sypha's a super cool character. Why is this kid still up? First of all, his name is Alexis, which, like, you know, that's just not, it's not the name I would expect for that kid. I'd expect him to be named, like, Jim, you know? But whatever. Hey, Pilgrim. Why is he so, like... How am I shorter? I thought the Werehog was taller than normal Sonic, isn't he? That's weird. So we basically gotta just cycle around these... cycle around these different locations and, wait until something interesting happens that we can use to progress to the next level, which will be the Werehog, which is fine. It's not the best. At one point... Oh, yeah, I love Sypha's. Everything Sypha does in the Castlevania anime is incredibly cool. Your childhood is getting a DX version on Switch. A DX like Sonic Adventure DX? Because I don't want Sonic Adventure DX to get ported. I don't like Sonic Adventure DX. I like it. It's my childhood version on GameCube. It's fine. It's by no means the best way to play Sonic Adventure, let me tell you. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I know that's getting a remake, yeah. I don't know why you just said Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, but... I'm actually kind of a... Oh, see, he's racist. That's funny. But Mystery Dungeon getting, Oh, your childhood is getting a... Okay, now I see what you're saying. Okay. You phrased that fine, but my brain read it weird. But yeah, Mystery Dungeon's getting a remake. I don't care about that at all. It's cool for all the people who wanted it, though. So far, hopefully the third season introduces Simon and Richter. It'd be cool. I don't really have a preference for which direction the show goes, honestly. As long as it just keeps on being fun and violent, I'll be happy. Castlevania, all I want is violent vampire killing. I think this is the only Gaia gate that is daytime for like the whole thing. Most of them change it to nighttime, or to Werehog, I guess would be the phrase. Oh god, we need so many. So these little challenges are handy. We need 14 and 14. Okay, so those are handy because you unlock extra lives by doing that. 'Cause this game's live system is kind of weird.
That door's glowing something.
Okay, I know, Chip. I was exploring. God. But basically, the different side rooms you can unlock extra lives, and this game's live system is a little odd because you start off with a set number of lives. I think it's 3, and like you can't get extra lives in levels. Every time you enter a level, it's reset. It's very interesting. Before you go, you got SA1 and SA2 on PS3, and you're replaying both again. Hell yeah, SA1 is better. But no, I love those games. They're very good. Obviously, I'm a big fan. Sucks Alucard and Trevor don't love Sypha. Trevor's literally dating Sypha now, I'm pretty sure. So, you know, don't agree with that, but okay. As long as we don't date the vampires, we are good. Why? Carmilla's hot, right? She's cool. Okay, at least this tutorial is just in a level. Like, it's not nearly as bad as the other, like, daytime Sonic tutorials. So this game plays... Oh, no, it is tutorials. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I know how to play this. Oh, I know how to play the game. But yeah, so the Werehog, I kind of don't think is worse in this version like everyone else does. I mean, he is worse in terms of control. He's super goddamn slippery. The leveling system, I don't understand how it works. The combat is incredibly monotonous compared to the HD version, where it's already pretty monotonous. But I still think it's a bit... It's not better or worse. I think the platforming's a little easier because you have a drop shadow more consistently. But at the same time, it's more difficult. So, I don't know. It falls somewhere in the middle. Neither version of the Werehog is executed as well as it could have been. I don't think either of them is awful either. No, well, whatever. I don't care. I tried. As long as the goal ring turns... Yeah, it turns solid. Who cares if I did a good job or not good enough? But yeah, no, SA1 and 2 should be played frequently by everyone. They are my favoriteest of Sonic games. Well, SA2 not as much. I still like it. I still play through it like multiple times a year, every month or so probably, actually. I love the adventure games so much. But yeah, the Castlevania animated series is better than the Zelda animated series. Well, yeah, I mean, the Zelda cartoon's bad and the Castlevania cartoon's good, so by principle it would be better.
That's a lot of...
Yeah, so now we are in combat tutorial. The combat in this game is great because it changes the music from these awesome nighttime tracks that everyone loves to just this song over and over. So the way that combat works in this game is really weird because you have to basically just alternate the 2 buttons. There's a left attack and a right attack, and you mash them back and forth. There are 2 combos, depending on if you start with your left hand or your right hand. I get why it's like this, because you waggle the remote and nunchuck, like, boom, for the combat. I'm playing with this, so it's just a lot of this. And if you're on GameCube, it's a whole lot of this, and it's real uncomfortable. I don't know why it's like that, but you don't go into the Castlevania series expecting a gore fest. I totally went into the Castlevania series expecting a gore fest, actually. It's Castlevania. It's just about a guy ripping monsters apart. That's the entire premise. Yeah, I totally expected it to be violent. Grab something, then throw. Alright, I can do that shit. Okay, let's go. R button. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. Oh, good. I don't remember what he said to do to throw it. This button. Okay. I don't know why it's mapped to jump to throw the crate, but alright. I'm pretty sure Medusa will show up eventually in the Castlevania show. I feel like they'll pretty much pop in every relevant major Castlevania villain. They have so far. How many enemies do I have to kill? Okay, that was it. Oh, the camera sucks sometimes during the Werehog. So in the HD version, you have a fully controllable camera, which is always a good thing, right? I mean, not always. Sometimes they can be cumbersome, but for the most part, that's typically good. Not so much in this version because it's completely locked, and I get why it is. I never thought that hallway in Castlevania 1 Before Death was all that hard. I feel like it's overrated. But anyway, I don't know. Are we into an actual level yet? More beat 'em up. Why are we still doing this?
If you press the A button,
Okay. Wow, that was a thrilling mission. It was so great. I pressed the A button 3 times and it was done. I just want to play the game. These tutorials are killing the flow of the stream so bad. I just want to have fun. And once the tutorials end, this version's pace is awesome. It's just straight breakneck fun. It's really, really good once things get on a roll. It just takes forever for that to happen. Again, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's just slower than I would prefer it to be. Like, by a lot. But now we're into actual levels, and it gets real good now. Do I know Tear of Grace? No, I don't. I have no idea what that is. But I do know what these guys are. They're Dark Gaia minions that are incredibly easy to kill. Because, you know, it's early game still. This game's enemy variety, I believe, is actually even worse than the HD version, which is already pretty lacking. I mean, that's probably the hardest part of Castlevania 1. I just don't find Castlevania 1 particularly hard.
Oh, I see a door. We've got to open it.
Hey, it is an actual level now. Thankfully. Because I just want to have fun. And from here on out, I don't think there's any more stupid tutorials, at least not ones that we can't skip. So this aerial, like, smackdown attack is pretty much my favorite move, and I will use it a lot. Not the ground version like that. That's stupid. But if you jump and you do it, and you just fucking meteor spike these guys right into the dirt. Oh, so much fun. I love it so much. Castlevania. No, Dracula X is just really hard. Dracula X is like the hardest classic style Castlevania. Well, I mean, if you count Haunted Castle, I guess that's harder, but Castlevania Chronicles on PS1 is harder too, actually. But it's almost the hardest. I hate these parts in this game. They're just tedious. But you got these, they're not the worst thing. They're just little mini collectathons. Again, these night levels I think actually start off pretty strong, but they go downhill pretty fast. Die, 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 die. I just sound like fucking... what the fuck was her name? Bluebird Azurite? I think. She was cool, though. If anyone... Well, I mean, I know one person at least. I know a couple of you in chat are Steven Universe fans. So, fuck yeah. But myself screaming die a bunch reminded me of that, because I'm basic like that and associate single phrases with individual characters. Even whenever they're normal phrases that humans utter. Bloodlines on Genesis is cool and you love Castlevania 4. I love all the Castlevania classic games. I think they're all good. Die. 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 Why am I not throwing enemies more? It's like really overpowered. I don't know anyone who doesn't like Steven Universe. I mean, I know people who aren't into it, but they don't hate it, you know what I mean? I feel like it's just a generally pleasant show that everyone at least kind of is like, yeah, that's pretty cool. And I think that's nice. I think it's nice that a universal consensus that the show is pretty decent. The N64 Castlevanias, I could never get into them. I didn't like the controls. They seem fun, actually. Like, if you can get past that, but not worth my time, honestly. N64 in general, kind of not my favorite console. It's good. There's one sitting on my shelf like 2 feet away from me. I clearly like it. I own some really expensive games for it. But, like, the games I like for it, I really like. The rest I can completely ignore, and I wouldn't lose any sleep. Yay, we're still doing the collectathon thing. So much fun. Oh, this version you have to hold in the button. On 360, you have to mash whenever it shows you a picture of a button like that.
Hey, wow. Now
Yay, thanks for the advice, Chip. I kind of figured that the gate going away meant I could progress in the level, but, you know, thanks for clearing it up. Sonic, do the move. Thank you. Why is that really weird and unresponsive? Oh, I didn't mean to go into Unleashed mode, but alright. Yay. I do think, yeah, there's no question, the combat is so much better in the HD version. The level lengths are a lot worse, though. They're like 80 hours long, and granted, you don't really spend less time as the werehog in this version, per se, because rather than like a bajillion, Or no, like actually the opposite. You get like a bajillion werehog levels instead of just one long one. Yeah, I saw the Angry Video Game Nerd review of the Castlevania N64 game. He talked about that part. So yeah, I know about it. People complain about it a lot. I love the fucking werehog voice. It's so funny. He's so goddamn chill. He's the best. Or no, he's not chill. He's the opposite. He has no chill. He's just like, wow, I rule. And I'm like, yeah, you do, werehog. You keep living your best life, and I'll keep living mine. I think you just always want to hit keep playing until you get to a fucking cutscene. That's what I'm going to do, at least. When you play Castlevania 3, you always beat Dracula with Safe as Magic. I would beat Dracula with a whip because I run out of hearts. Because I'm bad at video games, I guess.
There's no knob on this door.
Good thing the switch was next to the door. I hate the fact that the switches in this game, like, you can't just step on them, you have to wait for them to depress. I get it, it's realistic. It's annoying, though. This is level. This is good. This is gameplay. God, I love that air spike. It's so much fun. Okay, why is he blocking? Stop. Just die. Why can't people just die when I hit them? Even in real life, if I, like, boop, I want them to just, boom, keel over, you know? Be a very solid, interesting meme. Whoa, a thing. I do like the fact that this game brought back the Sonic Adventure-style item boxes. I know they never, like, went away exactly, except for, like, in Heroes, which came out, like, you know, way before this. Well, not way before this. I guess it's, like, 2 games before this if you don't count Shadow. And 3 if you do. God, the bees in this game suck. Just die. Die. Oh, I didn't mean to go unleashed again. I was trying to block. I don't know which button block is. Oh, apparently it's the left bumper. Okay, that's helpful. A little less helpful now that I didn't need to do it, but you know, that's okay.
Sonic, I think if you...
I know I can make this jump. This section was used in a tutorial level. It made me lie to my subscribers about if there was a fucking exit here, or a level here, because I thought, well, yeah, we're in a real level, and then we weren't, and then I looked stupid. And LyingTuna looking stupid on the internet. Oh, it's unheard of, I tell ya. You love Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden's awesome, yeah. They're hard as shit, but they're fun. I'd love to, like, do a stream of just whatever random NES platformers I have laying around, because I don't talk... It's clear that I collect retro stuff if you watch my channel, but I emphasize Sonic and Mega Man in specific series. I don't really talk about just whatever random games I happen to own, and if I did, oh boy, Journey to Silius, guarantee I review that one. I love Journey to Silius. It is one of my favorite games of all time, and it's on the NES, and it's on the Switch now, and you should all play it. Why is this first thing? Yeah, Sonic Whoa! I love that. It's so dumb. I remember that very distinctly.
I think you can move...
Yeah, I think I can move sideways here too. Thanks, Chip. I think I can move sideways whenever the game doesn't get me stuck for no reason. Yeah, Ninja Gaiden's a good series in general. I think almost all the games. I haven't played like 3D ones, but I like all the 2D ones. No, Werehog, what are you doing? No, Werehog! Oh, I'm holding an R. Grabbing so much less responsive than it is on Xbox, where you can, like, if you hold in the button, pretty much no matter where you are, you'll grab something, you know? The arcade Double Dragon's, or, yeah, Double Dragon. The arcade Ninja Gaiden's really good. It's just not the same kind of game as the NES version. I don't know why, like, the Wii U compresses the graphics. It's weird. I fixed it for you guys, so you're seeing it as it's supposed to look, but on the Wii U, it, like, squishes all the graphics on Wii games for no reason. I mean, it does the upscale to 1080p, which is sort of what I assumed caused it, but it really shouldn't cause that, so it's very weird. Dead, yay. Not dead. Ooh. God, I hate these guys so much. These stupid enemies are so annoying. They just move too much to attack consistently. I hate them. I mean, they're fun to throw at each other, I guess. That's a good mechanic. Okay, they're all dead. Please open the way. Sonic's walking animation as the werehog is so goofy. He's like, like it's not the sound I would picture him making, I guess. But like, look at him. You tell me you can't picture like that sound, like. I think it's because the animation's just like a little too quick. He's just like, look at me go. I don't know. It's just fucking stupid looking to me in a good way. Again, I like this animation. I must stress that.
I see a lever.
Well, you don't need to tell me to hit the lever. I was going to anyway, Chip. It's just here. I don't like the NES Metroid game. I do like Metroid Prime, though. Yeah, I like most of the Metroid games. Like, there's very few I don't like. Okay, so you can mash just one button and do a combo in this one? I thought you had to alternate them. No, you do have to alternate it them. For some reason, it's just letting me mash one sometimes. That's really weird. Sometimes this game feels a little bit messy and confused, and that applies to every version. Although I will say, especially for the HD version, definitely the single most polished Sonic game of all time, you know? And then Lost World kind of upped that standard back, because Colors was good in every regard, but it didn't feel quite as, like, polished and fleshed out as Unleashed did as, like, an overall product. And then Lost World brought that all right back, and then Forza said, what? What's that mean? Now our game looks unfinished and strange. Like, it doesn't look unfinished, and it clearly isn't. It just feels like less budget and effort was placed behind it. Probably because that's true. Oh, look, boys, we sliding. Well, boys, girls, whoever else. Why'd you call Samus Metroid? Metroid is not the character's name. You're probably kidding, but it always throws me off because I hear that a lot. Again, I manage a retro game store, and I hear people call Samus Metroid all the time, and I'm like, hate it. But yeah, no, what you're seeing in Super Metroid is her like dying and her power suit ceasing to function. It's a pretty fucked up death animation. I want to do a daytime level. Those are like fun, you know? And then you got the nighttime levels, and they're like, hey, let's take the fun parts, right? And then get rid of them. Yeah, okay, I will concede to the HD fans for sure on the night gameplay. Again, not the nighttime level design necessarily, but the core gameplay is so much better. There's so many nighttime levels, though. You spend so much of your time as the goddamn werehog. It's so aggravating compared to what it should be, which should be, you know, not like this. It should be very fun and just good, happy times ahead. It'll get there again. I'll be having fun again. I swear. But first, combat section. Because of course it's a combat section. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. 1 to 2 breaks, people. If I could have used a block, I could have destroyed like half of them. When you throw things at them, it kills them. Like really fast. I don't know why everyone's so weak to like easily destructible cardboard boxes. But you know, it's the ultimate weakness of the Dark Gaia creatures for some reason. I'm having fun. Look, this combat's so good. It's 2 buttons and you tap them back and forth. I'm just rocking my thumb on the buttons and moving towards enemies vaguely with the analog stick, and it works. I still don't know why the werehog has like big fans on any console. It's just not. It's not awful. It's just not
Think
good.
you can break this wall with a punch, Sonic?
No, I can break it with several punches. And I was right. How come I can't jump over this? That's so stupid. You got this free roaming 3D section, but it's like, yeah, but not really free roaming. Just like pretending to be free. God, this is so slippery. Pretending to be free roam. My longest completion time for what? This game? Because this version, I don't know. I beat this game like within a couple of days of getting it back in the day. But I can tell you that the longest it took me to beat any Sonic game was probably Unleashed. I mean, honestly, it took me forever to beat Unleashed my first time on the HD version. Just because I was having so little fun with the werehog. I would just stop playing it. That and the metal system, I was like, grinding, what? And then I just wouldn't do it. And eventually I bit the bullet and did it, and I was happy I did. But yeah, it was months before I beat Unleashed. It was well into 2009 before I actually beat that game back in the day. And like, never has it taken me more than a couple days to beat a Sonic game since then. Not just because, you know, they're all incredibly short. I don't want to be Unleashed mode. Not just because they're all incredible. Okay, I guess Unleashed mode's not completely wasted here, at least. But not just because, you know, I like Sonic and I like to beat the games quickly. And that is why. It's not just because the games have, like, no content, which is a problem Sonic games have. But, like, in general, it just takes me so much less time to beat things because I'm good at games now, and I don't have as much free time. So when I have time to play a game, I'll get really into it, and I will beat it as soon as possible so I can go back to doing other less important things, or more important things, I guess, but less fun things, I suppose. You never got to the second level of the HD version. It's just so boring. Don't want... The daytime stuff is so good. The nighttime stuff is just... I don't like it. I really do fall in with, like, critics of the time where they were like, the nighttime levels are garbage. I'm like, yeah, kinda. Hey, look, it's gonna be a combat room. Yeah, this game's so unpredictable. It's always such a surprise whenever the battle theme's going to start. But I do honestly think the pacing in this version is the sole reason it got better reviews. I really do believe that, because it flows so much better. You didn't care for Sly Cooper. Never played it, but I own the 3 PS2 games. I will play them eventually. Oh boy, we making progress. I'm pretty sure we have to fight that big fucker who was attacking Tails in the cutscene in the HD version that we didn't watch in this version. Please spawn a giant enemy so I know it's the end of the level. No, it's normal enemies. No, that's the worst. Oh, die. I do honestly think that every version of Unleashed has strong gameplay levels. Though. Both, well, not the mobile phone version that no one cares about. That version's bad, but I never played Beautiful Joe. I want to. It's on my list of games to pick up, like, in the next couple months. Like I said, I've just done a big GameCube kick lately, so... GameCube and Wii have always been two of my favorite consoles, but lately it's just, like, GameCube. I mean, GameCube's always my favorite console. If you ask me anytime, I might have, like, other answers of what I'm playing a lot of at the moment, but GameCube's probably going to be the winner overall. Oh, yay, we're breaking things. Yay. Please just let the level be over when I get up here. No, there's a combat section. Okay, who am I fighting now? Oh. Why is it set up like there's a big combat section? That's so dumb. That's very weird. Is that the last of the levels? That's this game's biggest issue. Easily. Is the weird, disproportionate, like, fucking... Yeah, you get a daytime level. Here you get 27 nighttime levels. It's like, excuse me? There's the missions for the daytime stuff, which are really good. Normal Sonic daytime missions are great, actually. Okay, that was all we needed to do as Werehog. So that's good. But, oh shit, Tails is gonna get murdered! This has to be the most feminine Tails has ever sounded. This voice actress, I can't remember her name. She played Tails in a... Why do you need help? You can leave! You just left! You can fly! That's your entire gimmick! But whatever. That's fine.
Hey, Tails.
Anyway, this voice actress easily is at her girliest sounding in this game. It's very odd. It's not bad. It's just weird. When you fought the Koopa Brothers after destroying Mecha Bowser, used the Fire Flower within a power block. I haven't played through Paper Mario in years, but it's such a good game. I really should give it another playthrough.
What happened?
You know me. Never a dull moment. Want some chocolate?
Thanks.
This was the last of the mainline games to use this voice cast. Not the last in general. That honor goes to Black Knight. But, for a lot of people, because Black Knight was kind of weird and no one cared about it, this was the last of the Sonic games with this cast. And, between this and Black Knight, they got a really fucking good send-off. Their performances are fantastic. It's just... Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. I do like them in this game, though. Again, I like this game in general. I do like Sonic Unleashed a lot. This version doesn't have the stupid tornado QuickTime event level, which... I had only had a 360 for a couple of months when I got Sonic Unleashed. I got destroyed by the QuickTime events because I didn't know the button layout of the controller. And I was a kid. I was really bad at learning it. Like, I knew which button did which when I was playing it. I didn't necessarily know the names of said buttons. So playing it, and I had this button layout, the Nintendo one, A, B, X, and Y being in their Nintendo spots in my head at the time. So eventually, yes, I got the hang of it and I was able to beat it. But if not for Sonic Unleashed, probably would have taken me a little bit longer to learn the layout of the Xbox controller, because it was a struggle. But yeah, I don't know. Yay, we got a world map. We can go to Spagonia. Hey, is it time for Rooftop Run? I don't know if we're doing Rooftop Run or if we have to go bouncing around the world a little bit first, but let's find out. Godzilla Battle Legends on PC engine is boring because you only beat Godzilla. Yeah, also the game's bad. That helps. Battle Legends is really hard and it only has 2 buttons. Which isn't... No, I didn't want to go back! No! The Battle Legends is a fighting game with 2 buttons, and one of those buttons is used for jumping for some reason. I don't know why, because they could have just used up like every other fighting game, but whatever. I don't have a TurboGrafx 16, so I don't have to worry about that game. Baker Street. Haha. This is Sherlock Holmes. Haha. Does it count as replay value if you keep dying over and over again? I mean, kind of, right? At the very least, it's a challenge. Or just cheap design. Labo Tree. Haha. The little child does not know basic English. It is funny. Also, why would she speak English? We're not in the same country. We're in, like, fucking France or something. Oh, cool. The assistant is stupid. Now we gotta go to Professor Pickle's lab. This is easier when I could just walk around the hub world. Oh, look at Tails' render. That's really funny. I don't remember that render. That's like the worst thing I've ever seen. I love that. Oh, that's a little more normal looking. That's a shame. I like the goofy, scared render.
What? Professor Pickle's been kidnapped?
It was a little bit before the tremors hit. This old man showed up with a whole pack of robots. They carried
Who says a
poor
pack
Professor
of
Pickle
robots?
off.
That's a very strange way to
Not
phrase it.
dead and
Also,
all.
why is Sonic more expressive in this game than in like any of the other
That sure sounds
modern
like
Sonic
Eggman.
style games?
What
He
a
really moves
horrible
his eyes a lot, and he
deal.
smirks and he
We've gotta go
frowns,
help
and he
that
looks
professor
more like a
guy out,
character.
and
In all the other
fast.
games with this
If he
art
got
style, he's
kidnapped
very
that
robotic.
long
He's like,
ago, he's
his
gotta be
movement's
real
good, but his
hungry by
facial
now.
animations are always
And
so
if I was
unexpressive.
that hungry,
But he's fine in this
I don't
game,
know
so I don't know
how
what the
would
deal is.
last.
It's very
I'd
weird.
rather be dead.
You love the Mega Man fighting games in arcades. They're good. Wow, he actually died. How'd he do that? I don't know.
I'm sure Eggman is feeding him. Even he's not that cruel.
But he should be. It would make him a much more interesting
Let's go
villain.
and find the
But yeah,
professor.
no, I do like the Sonic model, for the record. I know people are getting real sick of modern Sonic for some reason, like as a design. Not the design, but like this model. But I like it. Took you 3 years to complete a game once. I've had games that I started as a kid and beat as an adult, but it wasn't like me consistently playing it. I'd drop it for like 10 years. Oh. Nope, time for a boss fight. Okay. Boss fight! And then can we play a fun daytime level? The Saturn version of Mega Man 8 has 2. Yeah, you can fight Cutman and Woodman in it. The Saturn version of Mega Man 8 is incredibly expensive. I really want it. But I do not own it because it is hundreds of dollars. I mean, I own Mega Man games that are worth like $200, $100, $90, etc. I own some real expensive Mega Man games. That's steep even for me. Like, it's just excessively expensive. Wow, everyone's dead because it's nighttime. In the HD version, you actually have to walk around these hub worlds, and they're a little more fun as a result of that. Hey, are we gonna see all the fucking... I thought we were gonna see villagers, but nope. It's just Professor Pickle. I like Professor Pickle. I like the Melpantro mod where you fucking... I think it was him. Where you play as Professor Pickle. I'm pretty sure that was him. It sounds right. And if it was, good on him, because that shit was so funny.
This culinary concoction food. Look here. Do you see this sorry excuse for a sandwich? The bread should be no less than 3/4 of an inch thick. Upon it, 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise and a pinch of black pepper. The contents, fresh cucumber, sliced thinly, if you please. Am I quite right, Tails?
Oh, Professor
I know
Pickle.
I learned learn something.
Some
here
people
today.
hate you.
Professor, it's good
I
to
thought
see
he was a
you.
cute character. I enjoyed him. He also loved Mega Man Legends 1 and 2, even in the Japanese version on N64 called Rockman Dash. Yeah, Mega Man Legends is really
We came
good.
here to rescue you.
I'm going to talk about those games in several upcoming videos. I'm doing a review of Mega Man Legends. Hopefully, summer? I'm kind of starting to write out a schedule for videos, and I think that's going to be hitting around the summer. I want to do a bunch of Mega Man videos this year. I always do Mega Man videos. Mega Man and Sonic are like literally the only things I've consistently covered. I'm branching out too, I swear. We're gonna do Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg. I don't know why I mentioned that specifically, but we're gonna review Billy Hatcher on this channel, damn it. That was needless. He could have just walked over there. He didn't have to fucking stand there and punch it like a lizard monster with a stretchy arm. Don't know why I made him into a lizard monster, but I did, damn it, and it was cool. Lizards are cool. I'm cool. Sonic 2 on the Game Gear is not super cool. The game sucks. It's really hard. It's got bad screen crunch. It's a good game, though, if you can get past that. Like, if you're playing it on the original Master System version, it's pretty decent. It's alright. It's aight. It's lit, fam. Am I cool? Do I talk cool? Am I good with the kids? The Mega Man Sonic crossover comic. Yeah, I loves me some Worlds Collide and Worlds Unite. Such good story arcs between the Archie Mega Man and the Archie Sonic comics, where they crossed over the characters. And they also ended the first one with a reboot of the Sonic comic. It didn't last because the comic got canceled and replaced with the IDW book, which I do massively prefer. Love IDW Sonic. For the record, such a good comic. Super worth reading. If you're even remotely into the Sonic franchise and you haven't given it a read, you're making a mistake. It's excellent. I'm gonna skip this cutscene. I already know. Oh, that's right. You can't skip cutscenes in the Wii version. I wasn't intentionally not skipping them. Or I was intentionally not skipping them. Now I remembered it doesn't give me a choice anyway. The Wii version of this game, it's like, no, fuck off. You're gonna watch this and you're gonna like it, and I'm not liking it. I don't like it at all. But, you know, what choice do I have, right? It's like 8,000 years of just sitting here.
The planet's power will restore the Chaos Emeralds, and in turn, the Chaos Emeralds will restore the planet.
Why do you not get to skip these cutscenes? It's so annoying. They should do a Zelda Castlevania crossover. That wouldn't really make any sense. I don't really want them to do that. It doesn't seem very well meshed at all. Where are the Gaia temples? Yeah, can you tell me? Oh, yeah. It does. You do tell me, kind of vaguely. You tell me where to begin looking. You don't really walk me through it. That bloom, though. Yeah, the bloom effect in his window is, like, really fucking distinct for no reason. Can I, like, do the boss fight now? Because that's the only thing in Missouri is a single boss fight. I'm pretty sure it's time to do the boss fight. You don't understand the controls of Wii boxing to this day? Really? I never thought Wii boxing was hard. I think Wii boxing is pretty fun. I like this cutscene because it gives the one kid a much deeper, manly voice than I was expecting as a kid. I thought he would sound like a little child, and instead he sounds like a man. The kid on the left.
Who are you?
Yeah, I always thought he would sound like a little baby boy, and instead he sounds like a, who are you? And I'm like, whoa. But hey, Mike Pollock sounds pretty good. Mike Pollock looks pretty good. He doesn't look anything like Eggman, but he does look pretty good. Mike Pollock's an awesome dude.
We're not telling you anything.
Wouldn't it be funny if that just fucking killed him and just ended the franchise? The end. Hey, that was Orbot's first appearance in the franchise, so hope everyone liked that. I like Orbot a lot, obviously, everyone does. I like this version a little better in terms of narrative for this simple reason.
Skydiving adventure the other day.
They act like this is the first time Eggman and Sonic have encountered each other since, you know, fucking blasting him out of his space station in the intro. But in the 360 version, they have this whole encounter on the tornado, and they talk to each other, and I'm like, okay, that's okay. Conflicting your story a little bit there, but good for you. Eggman, good for you. Proof Eggman is a robot. How does that prove he's a robot? What are you talking about? I'd like it if he was a robot. Be solid meme. Wouldn't make any sense, but I'd like it regardless. Now we gotta talk to random characters until the boss fight appears. Because that's the thrilling part of Sonic Unleashed on the Wii. And for Smash Bros. Ultimate, it sucks. Alucard, Trevor, Dracula. Nah, I don't think that's true. I think it's good that they weren't included. I don't want it to have a whole bunch of Castlevania characters. It'd be weird. like it'd be an overabundance of third party. Oh, good. Can we go straight to the Gaia Gate? Nice. Good. I didn't think that was gonna go so well. Getting hit in the head with a rocket makes a clunk sound. Does it? I don't remember him making a clunking sound during the cutscene. Maybe I'll go back and watch it after the stream because I believe you and I think that's hilarious. You can always just play mods that add those characters in, though, Andrew, if you want to. If you want to be different versions of characters that aren't in Smash Ultimate. This is the Remember Green Hill area. How is it Green Hill-esque? The daytime version of the Missouri music in HD Unleashed, since that song isn't in this version, does actually have the Master System / Game Gear ending theme from Sonic 1, which is bizarre. I don't know why it's part of the song, but it is. I like this boss fight. I don't remember. I know it has different attacks in this version, but I don't remember what they are. This fight is like one of my favorite Sonic boss fights, though. It's really, really good.
How you get here so quickly? No matter, your road ends here.
No, the road doesn't end here. The road is clearly still going. It's just an infinite looping track, Eggman. Why is Eggman flying around this fucking racetrack anyway? I mean, I know why the fight takes place on it, but I mean, why was Eggman on it to begin with? It's very weird.
Egg Beetle, go!
Egg Beetle's a really cool design for an Eggman thing, though. I like this fight. I don't know why the cutscene's like dark, though. It's really weird looking. Oh, he's still looking for the temple. Yep, looking for the temple makes sense, actually. But yeah, this fight's really good. In both versions, as I recall. I don't know why. It starts with us just standing here staring at each other, and then Sonic just fucking books it at him. Which makes sense. He should be running after him. But yeah, look, we're having fun again. The game's good now. After like 18 hours of cutscenes that I couldn't skip, which is a little less fun. As I recall, yeah, in this version, if you keep boosting at him, you can just keep damaging him. Which is hilarious and awesome, and I like it a lot. Okay, things slowed down very awkwardly there. Sonic's running animation's looking a little too slow. But, you know, that's okay. But yeah, no, this is a really good fight. Sonic, in fact, finds a temple on there. Does he? Okay. Well, I'm just remembering things. Again, I don't play through Sonic Unleashed often. In fact, I don't think I've played through it fully in years. In any capacity, either version. Oh, man, I totally fucked that up. Is he going to come back and attack me? Jet Jaguar was originally called Red Alone. Yeah, I've seen the early concept art for him, but I like what we got better. Jet Jaguar is one of my favorite Godzilla mechs, if not my favorite. He's hilarious. Well, he's definitely not my favorite mech Godzilla is. But, you know, in the HD version, is that the story reason? Okay. This fight's so fun. All the fights as Sonic, like daytime Sonic in this game, are really good. And they're all basically the same as the final boss of Sonic Colors. So, you know, it's convenient, isn't it? It's like the running after Eggman in a mech thing just works for a boss fight. Who would have thought that this was a good format? Let Sonic be fast. Huh. I never would have thunk of it. It is really weird that Sonic doesn't have his jump aura. He still damages enemies on contact during a jump. It's just, you know, there's no spin ball effect. It's real weird. Just trying to read chat while doing a fight is so fucking hard. It's also stupid of me, so I really just shouldn't do that. Oh my god, why did he even hit me? Just homing attack him, Sonic. Okay, cool. All bark and no bite! I think that's this fight where he says that. You just saw a blind playthrough like the other week, so you could say you're kind of unleashed one right now. Yeah, yes you could.
Same as ever.
Here's the all bark and no bite. Yeah, I thought that shit was so cool when I was a kid. I was like, yeah, yeah. Now I'm like, it's an okay quirky. Not quirky. It's a pretty good fucking quippy thing for Sonic to say, I guess. You know, throw him the old middle finger. Oh, you're right. You're right. This is where he finds the temple. We were already in the temple, though.
Is that the Temple of Gaia? Let's check it out.
Yeah, Eggman's a little quippier, and everyone's quippier in the HD version of this because there's just more characters. Yeah, the Germans were really weird when they dubbed Godzilla movies. I don't know what the deal with that was. The D-Rank theme is beautiful. Yeah. Blom, 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 blom. Blom, 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 blom. Just intentionally shitty. I love it. It's all out of sync and off time. It's like my favorite. And this is the part where we find out that the Chaos Emeralds have yet another origin story.
Hey, what's this hole?
Chip, that's gross. But yeah, no, there's like 85 origin stories for the Chaos Emeralds at this point. And one of them is that they're actually linked to the Gaia temples because they just had to be linked to the Gaia temples because it had to fit narratively for this game. I don't know. Oh, so their faces are dumb. I love it so much. Godzilla vs. Megalon's a great movie in general because it's so bad. It's hilarious. It's my favorite bad Godzilla movie. It's just consistently from start to finish hilarious. You think a mixture of the HD hubs with a challenge chamber of the inside of the temple like in the Wii version? Yep, that would be ideal. Honestly, I would love that, but instead we don't get that. Again, I think structurally this version's a better game. Mechanically, I prefer the HD version. You put those two things together and replace the fucking stupid hub world menus with actual hub worlds, and you got yourself like an amazing game. Maybe not amazing, a very good game, but you know. People can yell retcon all they want. They still stay true to their original description. They turn thoughts into power. Yeah, no, the Chaos Emerald's powers haven't really changed. It's purely just the origin stories for them to change. Constantly. It's always something new, and I can't stand that. But yeah, the Wii hubs are really, really bad. The menus suck. They're quick at least. But I much prefer I like hub worlds in Sonic games. I know that's not a popular opinion these days, or ever, but, you know, Sonic 06 did them pretty badly. I agree. They're terrible in that game. But aside from that, I like... How did Tails get this fucking footage? Blaster Master is a great game on NES. You are absolutely right about that, Andrew. But, But yeah, no, the hub worlds in Sonic games are usually pretty decent. Is the Master Emerald Altar Temple too? I guess so, and it's constantly flying above. Just like all the continents were. Huh, that's interesting. Definitely not intentional, but still interesting. Well, he didn't forget where to go next. He just never told you where to go next. Can we do an actual level yet? Can I have, like, actual, honest fun yet? MacGuffin equals MacGuffin. I mean, you're not wrong. Okay, but a satellite's in fixed orbit. You can't fucking swerve that shit down and get your goddamn video. And if he could, he would have had it destroyed by the gravitational pull of the Earth as he got that close to it. I like this cutscene because it's stupid.
I've been looking for you forever.
Hey, let me go.
You're crazy if you think you can get away from Amy Rose and,
Does she slap him in this game?
you. Oh my
Yep.
gosh, I am
Why
so
does she always do
sorry.
that?
I just
In all these
didn't
games, she
realize
fucking
it was
attacks
us.
people she hugs.
That is
I don't think she does it to
so
Shadow in
I could've
SA2.
sworn it
But
was
between
you.
this and Silver,
Anyway,
in
I'm
Silver,
really
she fucking
sorry.
decks him.
See you later.
In Sonic 06, she meets Silver, she hugs him, and she's like, "You're not Sonic! I'm sorry!" And then she just fucking
Well, that
clonks
was
him one.
weird. How come that girl didn't know you were you,
The same
Sonic?
thing here. He
I
just
mean,
doesn't
I guess
care.
you
I mean,
are kinda,
shouldn't Sonic be, like,
you know,
thrilled?
and, these guys.
This is the only time Sonic seems to care about the werehog thing. He's pretty bummed about it here.
Oh,
And I don't get why. He should
don't
be like,
worry.
"Yeah,
Hey,
fuck you.
you
Get the
only
hell
look
out of
pretty
here.
scary, Sonic.
Stupid
Inside,
ass
you're the same
goddamn
as ever. I
Amy
guarantee
Rose."
it, okay? Sonic,
She
cheer
punts
up.
Knuckles in Generations.
Chocolate.
Doesn't
Want
she
some
also
chocolate?
in Lost World? I'm pretty sure she does in Lost World as well. Her push is strong. Her push is more like a fucking haymaker. She just goes in. It is nice that you at least get to hear the nighttime and daytime hub music, because the hub music is so good in this game. It's excellent. I love it. Sonic Unleashed has one of the best soundtracks in the entire franchise. Haha. He's on drugs. Yay. Pixel Lab. Yeah, I'll just go there. Thanks. We have few people. We have to have robots in order to build up an army. We don't have time to invent them. Yes. That's the plot of Godzilla vs. Megalon. They're trying to take goddamn Jet Jaguar, yeah. Oh, Professor Pickle. Who cares? What do I think about VR? I mean, okay, it's stuck. I own a VR headset. I was gonna just pull it and show it, but I own a VR headset, so they gotta count for something, right? I have like PC level VR. It's good. I like virtual reality. Depending on the game, and not all VR games are good. I'd say most VR games aren't, but the games that are really fucking good. So, movie then bed. See ya. Yep, you have a good night, Andrew. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to Holoska. Yeah, I guess Holoska. How is it pronounced? Siberia. This level's good though. Yeah, it was 6 ruined house for a lot. Anytime they're done, it's trying to settle for something mundane. Maybe more like Spider-Man. Like, it's supposed to be Sonic. Why can't he get on buildings? Honestly, I think you're onto something there. Let Sonic really parkour the fuck out of the hub worlds. What a funny way to dress. Aren't you cold? Oh, yeah, you mean the fact that I'm fucking naked? Oh, she's flirting with you, and then she's like, by the way, have you seen my husband? Yeah. No, I haven't, babe. You want to go in your igloo? No? Okay, well, that's disappointing. You like the loading screen on the Wii version? It's pretty good. I'd like it on the PS2 version, too, if it didn't take 20 goddamn years. The load times are so bad in Unleashed on PS2. But that's okay. Do you know who's in that tree? No, I don't know what you're talking about. Say, weren't you the seal we ate yesterday? What the fuck? That's really terrible. Isn't he like the village elder who's like, oh yes, I'm the key to the Gaia temple, blah 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 blah. Hello, child, go away. I don't want to talk to you. As long as I can talk to the dude so I can just like, you know, progress. These hub worlds sections are terrible. Oh, sure is convenient that you've told us all about the shrine. Yeah, tell me where the fuck the shrine is so I can just go to a level. I like the Holoska Day stage in this game. I know I do. It's fun. I also like the one in the HD version. Again, I can only think of one bad day level in Sonic Unleashed. It's not terrible. But, Shamar in Unleashed HD. Not the best. It's not awful. It's not good. Why does he have to fucking announce himself with a shitty howl every time? Ow! Let's see if we can get some extra lives real quick. No, I don't want to. I didn't. Okay. Yep, I didn't. 69 sun medals. Anyway, I didn't want to go in there. I wanted to find where the, Is there not a teleport chamber in this one? Oh, yes, there is. Okay.
Hey, Sonic.
I want to go here. So you can, like, teleport around. You don't know why Sonic needs a bookshelf to read a book. But at least, like, the effort lets you walk around Pickle's office. No, I don't want to go to Missouri. The fuck?
Wow.
Fuck that. I don't want to be in Missouri. I wanted to be in Apatos. Apatos. Well, I streamed. Bye. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. The power of the stars is restored to the castle. You know, that's basically what's going on. Anyway, I want to see if we have enough to go into any of the, like, side challenges. Now it doesn't look like we do.
Looks like this door.
We need 33 and 26. No, I'm going to do a cartwheel. I did it. Okay. Can I go into any of these yet? Nope. Okay. I want to start doing those eventually because I want to get those,
Whoa.
It's not that mysterious. I've already been here, stupid. Goddamn chip. You think the god of Hog Run is better in Wii? What? I don't know what you mean. Double tapping to run is so much less satisfying than holding in the right trigger, and I'm not sure why, because it's not mechanically any different, but it's not as fun. That's right, Chip. Make this game fun again. Open up the daytime door. Let us turn into daytime Sonic to go into the level. No? Okay, fine. Don't then. This level's hella good, though. For some reason, pressing B makes you run forward in the hubs, too. Does it? The Werehog's run is less stiff in the Wii version. I think the Werehog controls way better on... It's less stiff, but it's way more slippery in the, Okay, Chip, I know how it works. You just interrupted my flow completely. Ah, damn it, Chip. Oh, we're in tutorial land again. That's why. Okay. But yeah, no, I'll take a stiffer run over a slippery run any day, and that's the issue I have with the version of the Werehog in this game. He just slides all over the place like a Sonic Heroes character. It's insane. And I like Sonic Heroes. It's not an insult against that game, but that game has incredibly slippery controls. And that is also the case here. So, but only as Werehog. Normal Sonic actually controls real well, so that's good. I like the sled in this version because you can actually drift it. You can't drift it in the HD version, and as a result, I did not much like it in Sonic Unleashed HD. In fact, I didn't like Holoska for a long time. Now, I really like Holoska on Sonic Unleashed HD. I was a kid, and the game had a high learning curve, and I liked it from the start. I always really liked Sonic Unleashed HD, but I didn't love it, and I still don't, but I definitely like it more as an adult, or at least I respect it more. The Sonic stuff's great. I'll just say that much. The Sonic stuff's great in both versions. So if it's not Sonic complaint, what would make the Werehog better? God, reading chat while trying to play is impossible. Basically, the Werehog's not even that bad in terms of execution or anything. I'm just restarting because I don't want to not have lives, but it's it's just not, it doesn't fit the flow of the game to me. Like, what could they have done better with it? Shorter levels would be the big one, honestly. In this version, less levels in general, and in the HD version, just shorten them a little bit. Trim the fat. I don't want to be playing for 20, 30 minutes of beat-em-ups. Maybe have unique battle themes per level. I know that seems minor, but like the combat is rock solid in the HD version. It feels good to fight. It's just, you know, it's not very fun. You don't really do anything but the same exact combat. Well, I'd say the things that they could fix also in terms of the platforming, adding a drop shadow would go a very long way in making it actually playable. Some of the late game platforming in the HD version is incredibly frustrating because you just can't see where you're going to land. And that's really, really important in a platformer. The actual combat I thought was fine. I don't know why it just wants to be God of War so bad. I thought that was very strange. But whatever, it doesn't do a terrible job of doing that. In terms of the day stages, I would probably just... I mean, there'd be some control changes I would make. It would control basically like generations. But other than that, I think the Unleashed HD does a pretty good job as is. Somewhere between both versions of Unleashed, again, I think is like one of the best Sonic games. And neither version of it quite hits the mark for me, but I do respect why it does for so many people. I just hate the fact that this version of this game gets so much hate now. And I don't really understand why. I think it's literally it's the same quality as the HD version. They have different strengths and weaknesses, and they even out. I mean, some of their strengths and weaknesses are the same. Their day stages are both their best suit, obviously, because they're fun. And there's no getting around that fact. These levels are just really good. They're well designed, they're thoughtful. In this case, they're sort of like fast-paced Crash Bandicoot levels. You know what I mean? It's all very much running down a narrow corridor, but it just works. I love it. Whenever there is platforming to do, it's not bad, because Sonic doesn't control terribly. He does control better in this version. At least he controls less he's not as stiff and floaty. His jump is hella floaty, actually, but that's not that big of a deal. I don't think you can survive that without boosting. I always thought the section was really scary as a kid. Oh, you can't homing attack out of a boost? That's lame. Anyway, what am I playing, the phone version? I actually want to, for a LyingTuna Plays episode, like I wouldn't stream it, but I want to do like a gameplay episode of that. I just think it would be really funny. I think this game on Wii has the single, like, most useless implementation of grinding in any 3D Sonic game. You don't do anything. It just sort of happens. Like, it's fine. I don't have any issues with how it works or anything. There's just nothing going on while you're grinding. It's hilarious. And we're not even close to getting the S rank on this level, I don't think. It's pretty bad, but okay. Oh, actually, yes, we were. Okay. Well, whatever. That level was fun. Too bad we don't get to have fun anymore because we gotta do Werehog for 4 hours. This game's real fun once it gets going, though. Continue playing. Yes, please. You basically gotta keep hitting continue playing until eventually the game just sort of, you know, tells you that you're done. And that you got the Gaia thing. 150 rings. He fucking phase planted right into it. That's hilarious. I love it. No, I wanted those rings. Gimme. Good. Again, there's no real limit to... I think there's an actual time limit, but there's no ranking system, so as long as you're being relatively competent, you don't have anything to worry about for taking your time. Like going back for rings and stuff. Well, that sucked. I should have done the homing attack there, but you know. The one thing, the boost, you press it and it just goes. I don't like that mechanic very much. It's not how I would have implemented it at the very least. I don't think it's bad. It's like I get why it's that way. It's because you have to shake the Wii remote if you're playing a nunchuck. And you can't, if you just have to continuously shake the Wii remote, it'd be really annoying. Sonic takes like 2 days to turn around in this version. It's really annoying to watch. See, that took forever to turn. I hate that. God, I love that Lightspeed dash, though. This is such a good version of the Lightspeed dash. Okay, maybe not. I didn't realize it only shot you in a straight line. That's kind of weird. Piece of cake, no problem, said Sonic. As he fucking died. Probably. I don't know. I feel like Sonic dies often. Continue playing. Yes, please. Continue playing till the day I die. Well, not literally. I hope. I don't want the stream to go on that long. Or that short, if I'm unlucky. Don't break anything. I remember these missions sucking. So, you just gotta be real cautious. It's just a quick step mission, basically. Keep mashing the quick step, though, and like nothing's gonna break. I don't know if that applies to enemies. I'm just not gonna find out. We're just gonna, yeah. One thing I like about Unleashed, and this is Unleashed as a whole, is that the enemies don't hurt you unless they attack you, which is awesome. So you can just casually run into enemies, and you won't take damage. And I think that's really, really sweet. Just a very interesting way of, well, not interesting. It's just a cool and, no, fuck. Peep that music, though. Yeah. I'm bad at video games. I'm sorry. But yeah, no, I rather enjoy the, whatever I said I enjoyed. I don't remember. My brain's turned off. I don't know how you're supposed to time that, to be honest. Basically, you can boost through all of this, but I'm just not because I don't trust myself to not do that. I didn't know drifting broke things. I didn't know drifting did anything. Unless you can't even touch those, but I thought you just couldn't boost into them. Oh well, I'm stupid. I was drifting when I hit that. It didn't look like I was, but I did hit drift like right as I approached it. I really have no idea how the spin dash works in this game. Like, it is the spin dash, and you can use it, and it does a thing, and I don't know what it's for. I don't know if it applies to enemies. Probably not. No, it doesn't. Okay, good. Well, you can have fun with it, at least. You know what I'm not excited for? doing the Sonic Storybook games on the channel. I don't know why I'm like dead set on doing them, and I am going to. In the context of the world, what does not my best run even mean? That. It means that. I feel like my entire life is just not my best run. I don't know why I'm struggling with this at all. I feel like I never failed a mission at all last time I played through Sonic Unleashed on Wii. I will say, I've played through the Wii version more times to completion than I have the HD version. Purely on account of the fact that, like, it doesn't take 8,000 years to get all the medals. In fact, you don't need to get any medals. You get the medals that you need to progress just by playing the game. And they only unlock side stuff. They don't unlock levels anyway. That's all just normal progression. It's such an improvement. Sonic's shiny, though, in this version. I like the effect he has on him. I just always thought he looked weird. Haha, can't fool me twice. Or thrice. Sometimes it'll give you enemies to homing attack and stuff to just guide yourself through, and I think that's pretty cool. There is a time limit on this mission, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna be fine. Yeah, we did it. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. See, I'm talented. You can't buy food in the Wii version. That's true, but at the same time, that was pointless. It's like, Chip can tell you that he fucking hates you for buying him spicy food, and that's it. That's all I remember from it, at least. He definitely does do that. He gets real pissy if you give him spicy food, and I always thought that was like the funniest thing in the world. But it's not important. The fact that his hair doesn't react to wind in the PS2 version. The PS2 version is just not great. Like, overall. It's not terrible, but it's not good. I would call it the weakest console version of Unleashed. Unquestionably. As someone who's played all of them. And I'd call the strongest either this or the 360 version, because the PS3 version I consider worse than the PS3 version. It was not useless, it was character development. I guess, technically, right? I don't want to do a night level, no. You're putting a blanket on your window because you like the blanket look better than curtain. Gold Zelda cartridge theme or Sonic 1 blanket? I don't know, it depends what the gold cartridge looks like. Sonic 1, it depends on what that looks like. It was just Green Hill Zone. I'm like, okay, Green Hill Zone's cool, I don't know. The phone version. Yeah, I said console version specifically because the phone version is its own terrible fucking mess of a game. Which I do absolutely plan on covering on the channel. I promise I'm going to play through the mobile version of Sonic Unleashed. At least part of it. I just don't know how I'm going to do that or how I'm going to record it. Presumably I'll record it using OBS, I guess, but I don't know what emulation software I'll need to do that, but I don't think it'll be fun when I get to it. This track is excellent, for the record. No one ever seems to talk about the... No, I didn't want to go in there, Chip. I wasn't trying to do that. I don't care. Go away. No, shut up.
This door's not open.
Just want to go to the level. Oh, shit. I'm booking it in there. I got a Snapchat an hour ago, but I'm streaming, so I'm not going to look at it. Ha! Hey, you can see my Godzilla figures and stuff behind me. Well, kind of. I think all you can actually see is an empty glass in the box for one of my 3DSs. Oh, cool. Now we got like 2 hours of rooftop run. Nighttime. Yay. And we're not even on a rooftop. In fact, the name's kind of a misnomer in this version because you run around... We do run around on rooftops at the Werehog later, but the day level is mostly actually on the ground. And like, it's pretty good. So I'm not complaining, it's all on the ground. As opposed to the HD version, which is absolutely, you know, all in the air. Double tap to run is pretty good. Yeah, I'll take a look at it eventually. When I'm done streaming, probably. But, yeah, you barely hear the temple theme in the HD version, though. And it's such a good track. Sonic Unleashed in general has an absolutely incredible soundtrack. Not that you'd know, but based on the fact that all you hear is da 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 da. You'd better fly to kill the flying enemies, or jump to kill the flying enemies, I guess is actually what it said, but... Oh, go away. Kill everyone. Die. Death. Death. What? What is happening? Oh, I'm trying to hang off of him. Oh, that's really awkward. I didn't realize. I think that's what was happening, right? Yeah, he was trying to swing off of my. I thought I was trying to pick him up, but no. Sonic like had an actual fit. That was really weird. Now we got to take this metal crate and put it over there. I'm so happy I actually nailed that throw. I know it looked like a how could you possibly not nail it? It's in one place against a wall. But yeah, see, I'm terrible at video games. This game's so pretty for a Wii game. It looks really nice. Like, Colors does look a lot better. But that has more to do with the fact that Colors is probably the best looking third-party game I've seen on the Wii. Everyone knows that Sonic basically is a Gaia spawn. Yeah, Werehog Sonic is absolutely all Gaia. Like, that's something I always thought was cool, that he has, like, the same power set as the Dark Gaia enemies. But they're imbued into Sonic, so he's all, you know, different, I guess. I don't know. Die! Everyone please die. The beat 'em up parts of this game suck. I still don't get why the HD version of this game gets so much love now, and this version gets so much hate. I think they're both deserving of neither of those things. Like, this is deserving of a good, yeah, it's fun, and the HD version is deserving of a good, yeah, this is fun, you know? The Sonic fan base always weirds me out with their current major opinions. Like, why does everyone think Sonic 06 is good now? It's a fascinating game. It does a lot of things really well. It has some brilliant ideas. It's a bad game. But it's treated like it's some sort of hidden masterpiece. I know it's because people grew up on it. Yes, I get that. But good ideas don't make a good game, and I think that's incredibly interesting. As many times you see my stream layout, you just can't get over it. You could probably get a similar one. Just pay my friend who made me mine. Because he has occasionally taken commissions. Hey, Shiny, how's it going? Oh, shit, we have to murder some Gaia people. Okay, no, we don't. Thank God. Collectathon time. Go! See, some of these collectathon bits I actually don't hate. Some of them I do. This one I don't think I do. No one ever notices the parallels on the opening. Which parallels are you talking about? This track is so good and no one talks about... Well, everyone talks about the Werehog music, actually. That's not true. It's very popular. But it's just, it's so good. I don't think there's a single bad Werehog track. I mean, the battle theme's annoying, but it's still really good, you know? Like, the entire soundtrack of this game is just stellar. Easily one of the best in the franchise, I think. Which is saying a hell of a lot. It's not one I go back to all the time, though, to, like, casually listen to, surprisingly. The ones I do that with, you know, Mania, Adventure 1, Adventure 2 to an extent, depending on what I'm doing. Sonic music's what I listen to when I work out, basically. So, like, if I'm hitting the treadmill or the elliptical or what have you, or even just taking a long... Nah, not so much taking a walk. Taking a walk, I listen to, like, normal, real music. Well, not that this isn't real music, but you know what I mean. Listen to more traditional, like, rock. But when I'm working out, video game music is my go-to, and this track, or this soundtrack, isn't one of them for some reason. Maybe I should add it into the playlist. I think I have to hold in that switch. I don't know what's going on. The way Sonic's arms grow, it goes to Dark Gaia. Oh, I never noticed that, actually. That's really cool. I wish I did notice that, because that sounds really interesting. Dove in the water fountain. My name is LyingTuna. Actually, I got my name from a random Xbox Live username generator back in, like, 2000 something. Like, early, like, 2008, 2007, 2008. And then I was like, yeah, this is really good. Hey, can you grab onto that flying guy? I can, but I don't really have to, because I can just run and jump across the whole way through the end of the level. Fun times. This level's really annoying. All the night stages are short in this game. Oh, it was really a bad rank, apparently. It wasn't that bad, it was a B. Well, I guess B is the lowest rank in this version. Whatever. Why? Well, Hedge Wolf actually makes more sense than Werehog, because werewolf means wolf, or man wolf. So what they're saying is not correct. It's wrong. It's very strange. Because he's not a man. If he turned into a man, I wouldn't play this game. I'm probably going to finish the Spagonian night stages and then call it a stream, because I'm getting real tired. We're going to be doing the rest of this game over a couple more streams. Probably, at least, is the plan. And I'll just lazily reuse the thumbnail. Probably. Sonic Man's a great character. He's a very important part of Sonic lore. Oh my god, the stupid wasp. Die. I hate the wasps. They're so annoying. They're just like the worst goddamn enemies. I do like the effect of like all the hexagons that appear whenever you run into the gates. It's fun. This game looks real good. It is real good. This game's fun. I don't know why my combos randomly change colors. I don't know what causes that. I know they're faster whenever they do and you want it to happen. I just don't know why it happens. It's weird. Hedge Gaia. That would technically be the most accurate description of him, probably, but you know, he's not really a wolf, I guess, because he's a werewolf, but he's not actually a wolf. He is just, you know, Sonic but spiky. God, this combat is so tedious in this version. It doesn't help whenever there's only like what, 1 or 2 meaningful combos. It's just. Poor combat theme. It's such a good track, but it has to be the single most, like, you're sick of it the second you play this game music in the history of the Sonic series. It's like all you hear. And it's such a good battle theme. It really fits. It's just, you know, you don't want to hear it. Ever again after you're done playing. Sonic turns into a real-life hedgehog in the Sonic movie. I'd only be a little bit outraged. Well, he does start as a real hedgehog in early continuity, in the earlier versions of American continuity at least, and / European continuity. It actually stuck around longer over in Europe. But basically, in some of the earliest of Sonic works, including the original planned but scrapped origin story for the games, Sonic was a normal hedgehog, and then he got fucked up and turned into a blue hedgehog. But that didn't stick because it was terrible. And I'm kind of glad it didn't, you know, all things considered. You know, I think it could have been really annoying. I don't even remember this Wizrobe looking dude. He's very Wizrobe-esque. He even teleports, but he also dies, which real Wizrobes are like the most annoying enemies to kill. So, you know, you don't get that luxury usually. God, these bees suck. But that air spike move is so good. It's so OP. I love it so much. Well, in the same accident that turned Sonic into Sonic in the old lore, Robotnik became himself too. He wasn't originally an Eggman boy. He was Dr. Ovi Kintobor. And then he got fucking mutated into Dr. Eggman. Well, Dr. Robotnik, because it's the name Kintobor backwards. The Eggman name was always canon in Japan, where his origin was always the same as ever. He's just Sonic and Eggman was just who they be. But in the early American lore. That was the plan. And then they scrapped it because no one liked it. And I'm pretty good with that change because, you know, why would anybody want Sonic to be ever a normal hedgehog? Hey, I did good that level. I collected 3 sun medals. That's how you get all the medals in this game. It's based on your ranking, which is actually a good system that I really like. Oh, we're still going with this. With so many Werehog levels, I just want to be done. But we're gonna, again, finish with Spagonia night stages. And then I'm gonna go to bed because I'm tired and I work in the morning. But, I keep assuming the controls are gonna be the same as the 360 version, which is very weird. I like this level aesthetically, though. This one's really cool. I remember it being really annoying to actually play, but I could be wrong about that. Nope, I'm right. Look at that. That's annoying. Yeah, I remember this level. Not fondly. Not like it was terrible or anything. Just that there was some stuff I didn't like about it. Again, though, I beat this version of the game pretty much in one fell swoop, which I cannot say for the HD version, because, well, I did not beat the HD version in one fell swoop because I didn't like it as much. I think my first impressions of this version were stronger than of the HD version, but then, like, my opinion went downhill quicker than the HD version. I guess would be the best way that I could phrase my, like, different fleeting thoughts on this game. Whereas I hold the HD version in a higher regard now than I did. And I always liked it, and I still just like it. Like, I don't love it, but I see why people do love it. Please spawn an enemy I can hang off of. Thank you, game. Maybe Eggman started experimenting on himself and it went wrong. No, it was an accident because Dr. Kintobor was a good guy. Through and through, he was straight up heroic, and then Robotnik was just evil as shit because he was, you know, he's Eggman. That much was pretty much the same. But they also had like completely different origin for the Chaos Emeralds and the rings even, and it was all very strange. By the time the game came out, that was scrapped. But if you ever want to see a version of the Sonic universe where that stuff's all canon, read the old British Sonic comic. Not to be confused with the American Sonic comic by Archie, which is completely different, because of course it is. But the British Sonic comic, which was called, no, don't die, Sonic. Oh, thank God. But it was called Sonic the Comic, and it was really good, actually. But, or it's kind of up and down, to be honest. But when it's good, it's really good. And, I do like the fact you can just fucking dive off of things and jump huge distances and just hold in the button and rely on the game pulling you up. I always have a lot of fun doing that. Really? I can't just jump over the thing I can jump over? I have to climb over it? This game's annoying. But yeah, the early Sonic lore was used heavily in England. I don't know why just in England. Just, that's where it stuck. I don't know. And it was cool. It was cool as shit. In England, in the comics. I didn't really like it anywhere else it was used. Some people, like, really swear by that origin still. Like, young fans discover it and are like, that's canon. And I'm like, no, it's not. It was never even canon in the games. And some things are just never, like, Sonic continuity is weird. Like, some stuff's, like, multi-tiered canon. Like, you know, Dr. Robotnik is retconned to be his name and Eggman's his name. He has 2 names. And that works for me. Yeah, I'm good with that. But gotta run. I think we have to go all the way back to the beginning of the aqueduct, don't we? Yeah. Wait, is there anything actually important down here? Or is it just, it's just an item? I wouldn't have done that if I didn't know it didn't have what I needed to progress. Oh well. At least we get to hear the kick-ass Werehog music a bit while there's no combat going on. And look at the small clock towers that are just reused models pasted everywhere, but that's okay. This is very impressive and dense for a Wii game. Like, the amount of detail in the environments in this game really does... It impresses me much more than it would on any other console. I think Like, obviously, this does not look as good as the, Ah, damn it. Doesn't look as good as the HD version because, of course, it doesn't. But, I don't know. It's about equally impressive given the hardware. And I say that, and I mean it, because, yeah, Sonic Unleashed is incredibly ambitious visually on 360 and PS3. Way too much so. That's why the game barely fucking runs. Like, let alone running well, the game can barely, like, not destroy your console. It's just ridiculous. It is so much more than that system could handle. Even at, like, a sub 720p resolution, it's just... yeah, it runs real shitty. Much worse on PS3 than on 360. Sometimes the PS3 version runs substantially better than the 360 version because it runs at 60 FPS. Or rather, the frame rate's unlocked. So it hits 60 sometimes, but not frequently enough to be, like, good. And the level's still nowhere near over. Ugh. Well, it's near over. We got another combat section still. With another wizard boy. Alright. Die, wizard boy. No, I hit everyone but the wizard boy. What? I just want to throw things at wizard boy. Cool, wizard boy's dead. Yay, they're all dead. No, that one's not. Okay, now they're all dead. Rings, rings, rings. Goal rings. Which don't count towards your ring total, which I always thought was funny. Because, you know, it is a ring. Yeah, that level made me mad when I first played it back in the day, though. Is that the last of the night levels? Can I, like, not deal with it anymore? Yeah! Thank God. I'm gonna not go see the professor. I'm gonna wait for the stupid weird cutscene to be over where everyone's losing their shit and that assistant's like about to fucking kidnap Amy and take her back to his lair. It's so gross and bestiality and I don't like it. But yeah, we're gonna call that a stream, I think. And
No, something's not right here.
yeah. I don't think we even have to play this. I don't think, like, any of the events even take place. It's really weird how this whole thing is handled.
It's a carnival of creeps out there.
We might have to play this part, but I feel like we don't. I'm pretty sure they basically just, like, let you, Ew. What the fuck? This is very odd. Yow! Okay. I don't remember this QuickTime event cutscene bullshit, but okay, we'll finish this and then I'll end the stream. I genuinely don't remember this ever happening. In the HD version, you just talk to people, and if they're acting suspiciously, you take a picture of them, and then they fucking collapse like that. And you beat up the monster just in the hub world. It works a little better. And then he fucking Spider-Man's away. I wish we could do that. He, like, straight up, like, gives it the old Spider-Man PS4 treatment. He's push, push, push. How did you assume it's Sonic that time? Why was he hiding behind a plant? Good thing he bragged about it so that Amy would hear it. Just like, yeah, that's Sonic. It's my boy, Sonic. Oh, hey, a little girl, you want some Sonic? I'm like, ew. Professor Pickle, what's your problem? And then she takes him back to her lair. She's like, yeah, whatever. I don't give a shit. Yeah, we're going to call that a stream for the night. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. We are going to do more of this game. I'll beat it on stream. I don't know when. But that was fun. So, yeah. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, and see you